Right now at 10, the Biden administration announces nationwide standards for PFAS in public drinking water.
And La Crosse County is producing videos to help new Hmong mothers with breastfeeding.
Plus, hard work paying off. Local high school seniors recognized for their academic achievements.
Watching WKBT La Crosse. This is News 8 Now at 10.
Good evening, everyone, and thanks for joining us for News 8 Now at 10. I'm Ken Kozorowski.
And I'm Emily Brown.
A breakthrough moment in the pursuit of clean water. The EPA has set the first nationwide enforceable standards for PFAS in drinking water. The new standard for the two most common forever chemicals will be 4 parts per trillion. That's about 4 drops in 20 Olympic-sized swimming pools. Wisconsin's previous standard for drinking water has been 70 parts per trillion. The EPA says all municipal water systems will have 5 years to get any high PFAS levels under that new benchmark. The Biden administration also announcing $21 billion in federal funding to help that process along. Now, the new action does not specifically address groundwater, which most Wisconsinites use for drinking water. Wisconsin has not set any standards for PFAS in groundwater, all while French Island private wells remain contaminated. Now, the federal announcement comes as Wisconsin lawmakers are in a stalemate over releasing $125 million in state funding to the DNR to battle PFAS in the state.
Well, hard work is paying off for local high school students. The 64th Annual Honor Student Banquet, hosted by WKBT, recognized area students for their academic achievements this evening. News 8 Now's Jeremy Wall spoke with some of those honorees. Jeremy, it was a special night for these future graduates.
Emily, indeed it was a special night for students and their families who gathered at UWL from 11 high schools around the region. Since 1960, the Honor Student Banquet has celebrated students graduating in the top 5% of their class. Tonight, nearly 80 students, along with their families and school administrators, accepted the honors, and now they're sharing their plans for after graduation. David Moline will be the first in his family to go to a 4-year school.
I was always told that I was blessed with some gifts with my brain, so I just thought it would be the best case scenario for me to try to pursue a 4-year degree.
An aspiring physical therapist, Moline will be attending UW-Madison in the fall. He's one of the few top 5% graduating this year from Aquinas. Joining him at UW-Madison this fall will be Peyton Greer. Her dream is to become a teacher. She accredits West Salem High School for preparing her.
We've gotten lots of job opportunities to go out into the community and help with that, and lots of volunteering opportunities to help us so that I can transfer from that classroom to leading a classroom.
Greer had a tough decision to make. She got accepted into both UWL and UW-Madison. But UW-Madison's campus motivated her to become a Badger.
Just the bigger atmosphere and the more people I can meet. I know the teaching program is pretty good there too, so that just drawed me into.
But not everyone is going to college right away. Cooley Christian School senior William Silball will be interning at Faith Evangelical Free Church.
I'm a little unsure completely of what I would like to do, or rather what I feel called and led to do. And currently I feel as though it would be in some sort of ministry.
College isn't off the table for Silball.
If I feel led to go to college, if I feel as though that's where I should go, if that's the road I believe I should go down, that is the road I will take.
Everyone tonight qualified for admission to UW System Schools. Ken and Emily.
Okay, a big accomplishment for them. Thank you, Jeremy.
That was a fun one to MC tonight. In the meantime, could be a wet Thursday for our region. Let's get the latest from Greg.
Yeah, we'll have some rain or some showers here. Won't be an all-day type rain, but we will be cooler, or at least closer to where we should be instead of the 70 degrees that we saw earlier today. But don't forget, tomorrow too is also the statewide tornado drill. We could see some storms tomorrow, but they will be not severe, so this should probably go on as planned. 2 times to be alerted for that, 1:45 and 6:45 p.m. Otherwise, as we wake up tonight, 46 for tomorrow morning. We'll have a few more showers. They'll only probably develop, excuse me, in the afternoon as we go throughout. For Eau Claire, the similar type of story. Cloud cover, but I think the showers will hold off for the most part until the afternoon. Still getting up to about 59, 60. Right now there's showers to the west. A lot of that still continues to fall apart, so I think a lot of areas will just see cloud cover as we go throughout the night. Temperatures will slowly fall back into the 40s under cloud cover and some light winds, but you still might see a sprinkle or two as you wake up, but I think most of that will stay well to the west yet. Later on, we'll kind of break down what we expect for Thursday afternoon and Thursday evening, which is more showers and storms. We have a dry Friday and 80, yes, is looking more likely this weekend. So enjoy the weekend because we do have some very active weather potentially coming next week too.
All right. Thanks, Greg. Well, the La Crosse Health Department is producing new videos to help pregnant Hmong women prepare for breastfeeding. Mamua Vu is a registered dietitian nutritionist with the county's Women, Infant, and Children program. She says when Hmong women emigrated to the U.S., they found a more private culture around breastfeeding. And in order to fit in, many decided to not breastfeed anymore. Now, she says Asian women breastfeed at a much lower rate compared to other races, something she's trying to change. Vu narrates the videos in the Hmong language, offering advice for pregnant women planning to breastfeed and sharing the resources that are available to them.
You know, by doing these videos, it's gonna reach so many more Hmong mothers and families.
So far, Vu and Wick have produced 3 videos, one that helps mothers prepare for breastfeeding, another highlighting the benefits of breast milk, and the third covers how to transition back to work while breastfeeding. We've got a link to those on our digital platforms.
Juniors from Cashton High School visited the Monroe County Justice Center today. They learned how the different areas of county government work. 49 juniors spent the day hearing from different departments, including the Health and Human Services departments. They even experienced what it's like to be a county board member and simulated a vote on a resolution. After that, they headed to the courthouse to attend bond hearings and learn about different services the courthouse offers.
Today, UWL hosted the first annual Cooley Region Healthcare Career Festival. This event is a collaboration between Mayo Clinic and Gunderson Health Systems and UWL to give area high school and college students a chance to explore healthcare career opportunities. Today's Career Festival featured 50 booths highlighting 32 different healthcare professions. This was the first annual Cooley Region Healthcare Festival, but event organizers say they're excited for many more to come.
6 community members are competing to be this year's conductor wannabe for the La Crosse Symphony Orchestra, and Shondell Washington Spivey is one of them. Half of the money raised during his campaign will be donated to the nonprofit Black Leaders Acquiring Collective Knowledge, or BLAC. Washington Spivey says the group works to empower the greater La Crosse Black community through leadership and advocacy.
We really want to make sure that we're working with our youth who's grown up in an area where they don't always get to see people that look like them. And so us being able to provide a space that's culturally affirming, addressing issues around mental health, racism, etc., is really important.
Now, if you'd like to support his campaign, you can vote on the LSU website. Each vote must be at least $2. The top 2 wannabes that raise the most money will each conduct a piece in the May 4th LSO concert.
La Crosse's Mayo Clinic Health System raised awareness today for National Donate Life Month. Employees raised the Donate Life flag at the front entrance of the hospital with organ donors, recipients, and their families. National Donate Life Month recognizes the importance of organ donations and the constant demand for life-saving transplants. One health professional says seeing families of donors and recipients at the event today made for a special moment.
A circle of life type moment. People and their families go through the unimaginable usually. Only about 3% of everyone that dies in a way that makes organ donation possible. So without that support from their families, that the gift of life wouldn't happen.
Drogseth says the need for organ donations is always greater than the amount that they have. You can register to become an organ donor at your local DMV.
A Cooley Region woman is feeling grateful after receiving a liver transplant 28 years ago from an anonymous donor. Betsy Klein was told by doctors she had a blood clot in the portal vein of her liver back in 1996. Her only path forward was a liver transplant. After going through 6 months of testing, she was put on a wait list. 1 month later, on her 34th birthday, a gift arrived from a stranger.
I wish he were still here. I'm sorry that he had to pass away, but I'm so grateful that he made the decision he did before he passed away. So.
Klein says she credits the donor and their family for thinking of others during one of the most difficult times of her life. She is stronger and healthier than ever. Her message to others is to consider becoming a donor. To sign up, you can visit organdonor.gov/sign-up.
An Arizona Supreme Court abortion ban ruling is causing a nationwide discussion.
How the topic is becoming a presidential campaign issue when we come back.
Bygoff and Rhodey had your back then, and we have your back now. We've been Wisconsin's personal injury powerhouse for over 50 years. Goff and Rohde. Serious injuries need serious lawyers.
Spring has sprung, the grass has riz. I wonder where the furniture is. At King Furniture, of course.
During our spring clearance event, save an additional 10% off our already low prices. Plus, take advantage of 0% free financing, recliners, sofas, sectionals, dining rooms, and more. With our huge selection of in-stock furniture, low price guarantee, and free delivery, why shop anywhere else?
It's the King Furniture Spring Clearance Sale.
News 8 Now and Dairyland Power Cooperative present the Community Calendar.
The DeCapo Concert Band will be performing on Saturday, April 13th at the Black River Beach Neighborhood Center. Enjoy great band music by John Williams, Aaron Copeland, Rimsky-Korsakov, and more. Enjoy an evening of jazz at the Onalaska Jazz Festival, April 13th at the Stony Creek Hotel and Conference Center. All proceeds benefit the Onalaska High School Band Boosters.
For more information on these events, or if you'd like to submit an event, visit news8000.com.
By Goff and Rohde, we've been Wisconsin's personal injury powerhouse for over 50 years, and we have the #1 personal injury attorney in Eau Claire. By Goff and Rohde, serious injuries need serious lawyers.
Arizona House Republicans halted Democrats' efforts to repeal an 1864 abortion rule that would bring a near total ban to the state. The Arizona Supreme Court ruled it can take effect in a decision that overrides Arizona's current abortion ban at 15 weeks into a pregnancy.
The developments in Arizona are having a ripple effect nationwide, bringing abortion back into the national discussion and making it a presidential campaign issue. CBS News correspondent Christian Benavidez reports from Miami.
Former President Donald Trump said an Arizona law that criminalizes nearly all abortions goes too far.
And I'm sure that the governor and everybody else are going to bring it back into reason, and that will be taken care of, I think, very quickly.
Trump also defended the U.S. Supreme Court's 2021 ruling overturning Roe v. Wade, clearing states to ban or restrict abortion. President Biden, who has vowed to restore Roe v. Wade, was asked today what his message is to Arizonans.
Elect me. I'm in the 20th century, 21st century.
The remarks come the day after Arizona's Supreme Court found that officials may enforce an 1864 law criminalizing all abortions except when a woman's life is at stake. The law provides no exceptions for rape or incest.
This is a devastating decision that will have huge consequences, and I immediately called on our legislature to repeal this ban.
On Wednesday, the GOP-controlled Arizona House quickly gavelled out of session after lawmakers attempted to repeal the controversial abortion law. Democrats, aided by one GOP lawmaker, were stopped by the Republican majority. Arizona's law could go into effect this summer, forcing patients to travel to neighboring states with less restrictive laws. Christian Benavidez, CBS News.
A lower court in Arizona will review the abortion law's constitutionality.
Meanwhile, Planned Parenthood says it will continue to provide abortion services in the state up to 15 weeks for a short period of time.
A new rule at Disney could have you banned for life.
What the theme park is cracking down on when we come back.
And we do have showers and storms for Thursday, but I'm all tracking some 70s, maybe 80s for this weekend too, along with maybe more storms next week. We'll time all that, break it down for you coming up on the First Warn Weather Update after the break.
Get ready for the Spring Gift and Craft Show at the Onalaska Omni Center. Shop more than 100 of the best gift and craft vendors on April 13th and 14th. Entry is free, but we are accepting non-perishable food donations. Don't miss the Spring Gift and Craft Show.
I worked as a truck driver for 36 years.
And then one day I got this letter.
Your retirement will be cut.
Will be cut in half.
You don't forget something like that.
Every paycheck we put money away.
But because of Wall Street greed, boom, it was gone.
But Tammy Baldwin saw what they were doing and wrote a bill to save our retirement.
Then she fought like hell to pass it.
What Tammy Baldwin did for our families, you don't forget something like that.
I'm Tammy Baldwin, and I approve this message.
Thousands of our heroes face the difficult choice between keeping their heat and power on or facing homelessness. 21,000 Wisconsin veterans are living below the poverty line, many impacted by physical or mental health challenges. Wisconsin loses 3 veterans to suicide every week. Together, our mission is to provide all struggling Wisconsin veterans with a critical survival safety net that keeps them safely in their homes. You can make a real difference by providing a donation to the Wisconsin Heat and Housing for Heroes initiative, with 95 cents of every dollar donated going directly to those right here in your community. Help by visiting www.heatforheroes.org or by calling 1-800-891-9276. That's 800-891-9276.
Now's the time to get a great deal on select Kubota equipment. Part of the #1 rated tractor brand for durability and owner experience in the U.S., they offer the versatility and reliability to get the job done right all year round. Right now, bring home select VX and L Series tractors for 0 down, 0% APR for 84 months. Contact your Kubota dealer for details.
Visit any of your local Johnson Tractor dealerships in Menominee, Baldwin, Osseo, and Arcadia.
Get ready for the Spring Gift and Craft Show at the Onalaska Omni Center. Shop more than 100 of the best gift and craft vendors on April 13th and 14th. Entry is free, but we are accepting non-perishable food donations. Don't miss the Spring Gift and Craft Show.
Clear Choice Window and Home Solutions, your choice for quality, affordable windows, installed by our experienced team. Contact us or stop into our showroom today for your free estimate.
Thank you for watching News 8 Now. Expect more.
The most magical place on Earth is putting a stop to some not-so-magical activities.
Yeah, Disney is cracking down on guests who unfairly cut the lines at its theme parks.
Walt Disney World and Disneyland are changing their policies for visitors with disabilities.
Both resorts offer a special service intended for guests with developmental disabilities like autism that make it difficult to wait in long lines.
The parks say anyone caught lying will face a lifetime ban, and guests will be required to enroll in the program ahead of time through a virtual meeting.
We're seeing these changes because there's a massive amount of abuse of the DAS system. People are asking for disability access when they don't really have a disability that warrants that access.
By one calculation from a theme park expert, at the most popular rides, up to 75% of people in line have been using the disability access system. Well, we definitely had nice, clear weather today with warmer temperatures.
Oh, yeah.
Didn't have to wear a jacket, but you might have to bring it out tomorrow for the rain. A little bit of a rain, bring out the raincoat because we do have a little bit expected tomorrow, Greg.
Yeah.
We got some rain coming with one system and two parts to it really right now that we're looking at for. One of it's to the south that's beginning to pull up to our area, but basically going to stay kind of to the southeast. And there's a system that really is kind of unnoticeable out to the Dakotas. That's going to be tracking to the southeast, digging into to our area. So the combined with those two are going to give us our north winds and the showers or storms. So we're going to see that tomorrow. The breezy conditions will continue on Friday, but dry out. And then we have warm 70, potentially 80-degree weekend too coming up too. So one of the warmest weekends we've had in quite a while. But overall tonight, some shower activity may have sprinkled throughout the morning hours. I think most areas will remain dry through the morning commute, but you might see some of that even through the morning hours too. It's going to be kind of that cloudy here, a few peaks of the sun, and maybe a sprinkle or a shower. But most of the activity really starts developing towards the afternoon when that low begins to push up towards southeast Wisconsin. So we see showers, thunderstorms developing over to the east of us, and then you'll see more activity in the afternoon, get a little bit more widespread. A lot of this, once again, will be showers, maybe embedded thunderstorms, not expecting any severe, but combined with this, will probably give you a nice northwest wind that'll start picking up during the afternoon. But the temperatures overall still pretty close to where we should be, upper 50s, just cooler than we've had with the 70s that we had earlier today. That's what we're going to continue through the evening commute. We should start seeing it taper off, but probably not until about midnight to see less in the way of showers, and it should be dry as we go into Friday morning. Overall precipitation amounts really outside of a thunderstorm, probably about 1/10 to maybe 2/10. If you happen to get quick by a thunderstorm, you could get maybe 1/4 to 1/2, but most areas will probably remain fairly light with the rainfall. Once we get to Friday, as I mentioned, we should start clearing out towards the afternoon hour. The winds will continue, but overall Friday looks fairly dry, and especially towards the evening should be cloud-free, and Friday evening looks good, Friday night looks fine, and the beginning of the weekend and all weekend looks good too, because all this warm air to the west is going to begin to pull up towards our direction for Saturday and Sunday as a storm system begins to develop out to the west, so the southwest winds at the surface and aloft will start pulling it up to that, and that's why we're expecting to have warm conditions all the way through even Monday too. Then it gets a little bit more interesting because that storm system out to the west eventually begins to make its way to the plain states to Monday, and then it lifts north. A lot of questions on the path of this, but it definitely looks stormy. It looks like we could have potential for maybe even some heavy rain, and the severe aspect of this will definitely have to be watched as it lifts up. So Monday night into Tuesday does look active for the area. In fact, that we looked at it right now, they had a chance for heavier rain potential up to our area and maybe severe weather to the south. We'll keep an idea on that as we get closer to the weekend, but something to keep a note for next week. But for tonight, we're looking at just a few sprinkles or showers, otherwise temperatures in the 40s for the most part. Tomorrow, we should get up in the mid-50s. A few showers in the morning. I think the activity picks up in the afternoon, so your evening commute probably will be wet occasionally, but not an all-day type rain, and rainfall amounts won't be that high. Once we get to Friday, the winds continue. We dry out. The weekend, 70s, potentially 80, especially on Sunday. Monday, for the most part, looks still dry, too. It's Monday night into Tuesday when it gets a little bit more active and more concerned on what goes on with that system that begins to approach. It's a classic kind of spring system, so they're looking pretty good severe outbreak down there in the plains, and what we see up here yet to be determined. But enjoy the weekend. We do have some showers tomorrow. Friday looks good, but the weekend looks excellent.
Even better. Yep,
Yes.
we shall.
All right.
Thanks, Greg.
Well, coming up next in sports, the Twins looking to avoid getting swept by the Dodgers, plus the Brewers back in action looking for a second consecutive win in Cincinnati. Rob's up next.
News 8 Now Sports is brought to you by Ho Chunk Gaming Wisconsin, with 6 locations of fun.
Attention parents and kids, it's time to build your future with Ultra Federal Credit Union's Youth Month celebration. Open a new youth account with just $25 and Ultra will match it with an additional $25. But wait, there's more. By opening a youth account, you'll automatically be entered to win our Lego Grand Prize worth $500. Imagine the endless possibilities of what you could build with that. So why wait? Head over to Ultra today and build your future. Visit us online or stop by your nearest branch for more details. Ultra Federal Credit Union, helping you live your best life. Federally insured by the NCUA.
Right now with Papa Murphy's, we've got a great deal.
Which means I make more great pizza.
It's not an I thing, Dad. It's a we thing.
Get a large 2-topping take and bake pizza for just $10.99. Order now at papamurphys.com.
Forget about scraping and painting, fretting and fixing, and enjoy the beauty and low maintenance of new siding, soffit, fascia, and gutters for your home. Seamless steel siding and vinyl siding in many colors. Enjoy outdoor living with a new deck and railing, with a pergola or patio cover for protection from rain or snow, or get protection from bugs and bad weather with a 3-season porch. Serving your neighbors for over 30 years, superior products, superior installation, at prices lower than most others. Invest wisely. The Board Store Home Improvements, prompt free estimates.
Results are in for the 2024 Best of La Crosse County. Head to bestoflacrossecounty.com to see the winners in every category. Thank you to everyone who participated, and congratulations to all the winners.
Presented by River Valley Remodelers.
Covering all of the exciting action from your community, here's News 8 Now's Rob Schiff.
The Bucks got one of their biggest wins of the season last night against top-seeded Boston, but it did not feel that way. The focus instead was on the health of Milwaukee's 2-time MVP. Giannis going down last night in the third quarter, immediately clutching at his left leg. He'd leave on his own power, though. It looks like Giannis has avoided the worst possible news. An MRI confirming on Wednesday that the Achilles is still intact, but it is a left calf strain, which will keep Giannis out at least the rest of the regular season. Bucks right back to work, though, tonight. They were hosting the Magic. The home team looking inspired. The supporting cast showing up in a big way. How about Bobby Portis? He led the way for Milwaukee tonight, a game-high 30 points in this one. Damian Lillard chipping in with 29 on the night. Bucks win it big, 117-99 the final over Orlando as they improve to 49-31 on the season, staying in that 2 spot for now in the Eastern Conference. Just 2 games remaining in the regular season for Milwaukee, both coming on the road Friday in OKC. And then the Bucks wrap up the regular season in Orlando on Sunday. Brewers looking for their 2nd straight win over the Reds. How locked in is Christian Yelich in the first? Yelly goes yard, his 5th of the year. That puts the Crew up 2. In the second now, Brewers right back to work. The rookie getting it done. Jackson Chourio finds some real estate on the left side. That's a base hit. RBI single makes it 3-0 Crew in Milwaukee. Not done. Still in the second, Willie Contreras with 2 on, chops one to the right side. That gets through. That's going to bring home 2. Bryce Terang's in. Chourio right behind him. It's 5-0 Brewers, and the runs keep on coming. In the 6th, it's Blake Perkins staying red hot. He sends one high and deep to right center. You can kiss that one goodbye. First homer of the year for Perkins. He had 3 RBIs on Tuesday. This solo shot puts the Crew back up by 5. Brewers win their 2nd straight over Cincy. 7-2 the final. Twins looking to avoid the sweep against LA, and in the first, Eddie Julian going right to work. First batter of the game for Minnesota, and that ball is gone. Just like that, we're tied at 1. Then in the third, runners on the corners for Byron Buxton. He's going to turn on this one, a base hit in a left field. That's going to score 1. Twins grab the lead on Buxton's RBI single. It's 2-1 Minnesota, but the Dodgers have some big bats of their own, and Max Muncy, he's got one of them. He drives one high and deep to right center, and that ball is not coming back. Muncy's solo shot ties the game at 2, but in the 5th, same score until Julian steps in the box, and Eddie does it again. Julian drives one high and deep the other way, almost the same spot, same result. 2nd homer of the game. Twins go back on top, and they avoid the sweep as they get the win 3-2. On the college softball circle, UWL returned home this afternoon for 2 against St. Mary's. Eagles taking game 1 by a final of 6-2. Lacrosse also winning the nightcap, 4-2 the final in that one, as the Eagles win their 5th straight game. On the diamond, the UWL baseball team had its 6-game winning streak snapped this afternoon on the road against UW Stout in game 1 of their doubleheader, but the Eagles get back on track in a big way in game 2. The Blue Devils tied it in the 9th, but the Eagles put up a 4 spot in the 10th. They get back in the win column with a 12-8 victory in 10 innings. Going back to the Brewers real quick, before the season started, we were a little worried about the pitching.
Yes.
Pitching's been good. Wade Miley, like you said, coming back tonight, 4 innings, just 1 hit. But, I mean, if you're scoring 7 runs a game, who cares? You don't need pitching.
Right.
This offense is red hot.
And offense has been the problem the last few years when they've
has.
been a playoff contender. So it's kind of encouraging to see the young guys all hitting up and down the lineup.
Absolutely. Speaking of encouraging, Emily, we talked about it earlier with the Giannis's Achilles. Avoided that.
Yeah.
It is a left calf strain, and we were talking before. 2019, Kevin Durant, same injury during the regular season, wound up tearing his Achilles in the playoffs, in the finals. So you don't want to risk bringing about. I think they just rest him.
I think so
I mean, I know
too,
it's not the popular decision,
but it's the smart play.
Right.
Absolutely.
All right.
For
Thanks,
sure.
Rob.
You got it.
All right. We'll have more news after this.
Welcome to Wesco. Welcome to huge selection and savings. Buy anything in the store at our Wesco price and get the second item half off. That's right, buy one, get the second for half price with free white glove delivery and setup this month only at Wesco in Sparta.
I've always been a storyteller. I capture those beautiful moments, things other people miss. My health took an unexpected turn, but my care team put my needs in focus, designing solutions to support my ambitions. Now that's just a footnote in my journey, a small part of a story that's still being written. UW Health, remarkable.
You made a cow. Actually, it's a piggy bank. My inspiration to start saving.
How about a more solid way to save?
I'm listening.
Well, BMO helps get your savings habit into shape with a cash reward every month you save.
Cash reward?
And there's a cash bonus when you open a new checking account to get you started.
Wow. Anything you can't do?
Mugs.
BMO.
At Blaine's Farm and Fleet, we get you outdoors because we get you. When you're ready to get out and prep your yard for spring, we get you the right products at the right prices. Right now, Rewards members get a free $15 gift card with a $100 purchase of Scotts products. Save $30 on a qualifying DeWalt Bear tool. Plus, in stock now, new spring styles of Carhartt, Ariat, and Wrangler clothing or footwear. We get you outdoors because we get you.
Find value at Blaine's Farm and Fleet.
You just have to get in the seat of a John Deere 1 Series tractor. Not because of how easy it is to use, or because of our expert dealers. Not even because it has implements for every job. You just have to get in the seat because breaking ground on your dream home feels pretty great.
Visit Tractor Central, take a seat, and see for yourself why nothing runs like a Deere. Start now at TractorCentral.com.
Welcome to Wesco. Welcome to huge selection and savings. Buy anything in the store at our Wesco price and get the second item half off. That's right, buy one, get the second for half price with free white glove delivery and setup this month only at Wesco in Sparta.
You expect more, so thank you for watching News 8 Now.
Well, if you say football in Brazil, the locals will think you're trying to say football, the global game of soccer.
The NFL is hoping to change that.
That's right. Week 1 of this year's NFL season will feature a face-off between the Packers and the Philadelphia Eagles in Sao Paulo, Brazil.
The Eagles will be considered the home team for the league's first ever game in South America. It will take place in Corinthians Stadium, which can seat 49,000 people.
You're getting a look at it now. The NFL considered Madrid, Spain for the game, but ultimately went with Sao Paulo due to the 38 million fans in the nation. Social media has helped American football gain quite a lot of popularity there.
But Madrid will have another chance next year. The NFL is increasing its international games and now requiring each team to play overseas once every 4 years.
That'll be a great environment for sure.
I absolutely love this idea. Would you go to Brazil to watch a game like that?
I'd be intrigued, absolutely.
Yeah.
A good reason to travel. We've seen London, we saw Germany this past season, Mexico City before.
Yeah.
Now Brazil, it's spreading.
I love that they're making it an international affair.
Oh, yes.
Like you said, you can add a little vacation in to go watch your favorite teams. All right. Greg, we'll have one final look at our forecast when we come back.
Stories are told on our Instagram at WKBT News 8. Or you can always find us at news8000.com.
Life's busy. Off is not an option. You need to be on. On time, on the go, on the call, or just ready to play on. Life's waiting. Power on with Batteries Plus. Visit one of over 700 locations today.
Pilgrims is growing, and we want you to be part of a successful, stable, and safe company. We're offering higher wages and more pay incentives than ever before. Stop into our recruitment office any day to apply, or walk in on Wednesdays for an immediate interview. Help us feed the world while we provide you a safe work environment, stable and essential employment, and steady pay. Apply at pilgrims.com today or anytime at 502 West Main Street, Arcadia, Wisconsin.
You want to provide something safe and reliable, something that won't break down when they need it and is there to support them in the good times and bad. Purchasing a vacuum is like buying a car. You want the best for what you pay for. A vacuum you can depend on to last years. Don't settle for a cheap big box model when you can get a vacuum that is made to last and does exactly what it needs to do. Visit A1 Vacuum Sales and Service.
A1 Vacuum. Our business is picking up.
My doctor says I need an MRI. But where do I go? They're so expensive.
Sensible MRI costs a few hundred, not thousands. You could fill your fridge for a year with what you save. We can get you in the next day. Think of what you could do with the time you'd save. What do you have to lose? At Sensible MRI, you choose the time, you save the money. And you rest easy having your doctor refer you to Sensible MRI.
Jolivet Family Farms, known for farm fresh fruit and vegetables, but featuring so much more. Come see all that we have. Homemade bakery, large selection of locally produced honey, gourmet popcorn, craft beer, wine, and cheese, meat and seafood, arts and crafts, and so much more. There is no substitute for homegrown freshness, open daily year-round. Jolivet Family Farms, West Salem.
Batteries Plus has the national scale for all your power needs and a dedicated expert for the local support you want. Power on with Batteries Plus Business.
All right, we'll have showers, maybe a storm, mostly in the afternoon time frame. I think the morning will be pretty good. Dry Friday, and then the weekend, excuse me, my voice is going there, 80 degrees probably.
Excited about the heat.
Yeah.
So excited. Can't even talk.
Can't even, yes.
No words.
And that's our cue. Thanks for joining us tonight.
We'll see you tomorrow.